Welcome back to Tao of Twang. I'm Dave. So, real concise right there, right? This is a little follow up to that video from a couple of days over that A, B, C sharp minor progression. A, B, C sharp minor. And a couple days ago, we really got into kind of looking at the chords and what key we're in, and we decided we were in E major. So we were using an E major scale over this piece, and E major pentatonic, of course. And then we got into targeting a few, triad tones and stuff. So today, this is just going to be a real short thing. I'm just going to kind of show you, chunk out kind of what I just did in that intro. But the meat and potatoes, the substance of these skills, is in that previous lesson about 2 days ago, and it's called improvising basic melodies. And there's a separate backing track of that. Okay, it's about 5 minutes long. I made a separate video so it could be longer, and a lot of you have requested that. And it has that same title in it, improvising basic melodies, and it shows in the title it actually shows the A, B, C sharp. And then there's like a Tao Twang, logo, and that blue background is the thumbnail for it. Put out right within a few minutes of that other video a couple days ago. So here I'm just going to put this on and just real quick, not going to get into a lot of theory and stuff today. I just want to show you a little map where you can kind of put that backing track on and treat it like, okay, end of the verse, or this is where I'm going to do the guitar solo, and really have kind of a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. And if you're like me, you're just going to jam out, the full 5 minutes anyway, or whatever on there. But start thinking about this stuff in the structure of the construction of a solo, and I think you'll have fun with that. It's more like you're speaking and telling a story with it, right? Not just trying to kind of remember every skill and make sure we're doing them all or whatever. So you can really, veg out on it a little bit more and do your own thing. So here's kind of how I approach this. Waiting for that C sharp minor. I'm kind of landing on that root. So I guess I'm hitting it A, B, kind of letting it hit the downbeat of that C. Does that make sense? That's kind of a nice phrasing. Then you can leave some space, do it again. Do something a little different. Okay, so slow down. That move is just... Okay, use your ear now, not just your eyes. Some of you may be using just your ears. Okay, you can do it up here, same notes. Kind of easier up here, isn't it? I like that little bit. I like the sound of the guitar right down here with those twangier strings, but it's like you get it snappy of that. Right? Depends on your guitar and which pickups you're using and stuff, and what kind of tone you like. So in that instance, in that lick, we're just kind of sticking the root of the C sharp minor. It's that octave of C sharp there. And then, if we target the fifth tone, now, if you want to practice finding where your fifth is for these chords and triads and stuff, go back to that other video and several others on this channel under the triads playlist. but I'll just tell you, it's that's the fifth. Okay, root, fifth. So now if I do this a similar lick, but I target that, try to end it on the fifth. Now, listen when I do those back and forth, even something just as simple. That's the root. Okay, hear how that has that's a conversation, right? Okay, now up here, there's a nice thing you can do up here with this fifth, because let's move up here. So if we've got okay, and then we did landed on that fifth, on that root, the C sharp, and then some stuff where we land on the fifth. So where's our next octave up for that fifth, though? So if we look at like this form of that C sharp minor, that note's the fifth. Root, third, fifth. If you use these three strings, the D, G, and B string. I don't want to confuse you by saying, you know, a lot of note names, but the fourth, third, and second, and you do each one of these chords as a triad, they'll be right in order like that. Not true on other strings. Kind of an easy way to count to figure out where you are. So the fifth for A. Okay. And then, like I said, watch that other one where we really gave some exercises on how to practice looking for them in the bass strings. But that note right there is also the fifth for your C sharp minor. Now, here's what's cool though, is when you bend this one, it meets that. I'm trying to get it to sound just the same. It's hard. See that? Okay, and that's a good little lick just on its own there. It also happens to be right in that pentatonic shape, right? Now, if I bend this one, I'm going to land on that note, which is the root of that C sharp minor. So I know I'm not talking about the A and the B so much today, but the same ideas would apply. But in this piece, you really want to, you know, take it to that that C sharp minor, because it has a minor sound, the tonal center of it. So something even just like this, where I go. Your ear will get used to that. that C sharp minor, that's the little piece of treasure. And you can really land on that and hang out on it. I just love that feeling and sound of that fifth over that minor chord. Now, that's about it. Hopefully, you got some good ideas in there, right? So remember, down in this area, right, I'm playing the notes that are in that E major continuum. But I'm just moving around, that I'm not just stopping and starting on the root, right? Letting it be a river that keeps going in both directions, right? And you know, slow this stuff way down and kind of map out a couple of positions like that, and then see if you can really lean on that. One other thing I'm doing a lot that I think I should mention it, because you're probably seeing it and hearing it. It's like, oh, why isn't he? Yeah, what's that going down like? Okay, that note is the third in the B. So if you notice when I'm doing that, my ears just kind of pulled to that. It's like targeting another chord tone for the B. So if I go A, right? So that's just another thing that I hear a lot. I like to that I'm certain for whatever reason in this progression, when it gets to that B, I am just hunting down that. That's and it's just, I don't know, it just fits in nicely, and you're kind of right there, still in the neighborhood. So if you're playing, your E major stuff here, the notes in the E major scale, right? It's the next note going down in that scale. See, I'm playing an E major, but I'm circling, or I'm hunting down that that sound. The important thing is not to always know exactly which piece of theory you're using and be able to sort of state which way. That's nice if you can, and that'll come later. And really advanced musicianship, that is kind of something that's, I think, always going on. I didn't really learn that way. I've kind of back engineered a lot of like blues and rock playing, and sort of later on learned like what things were really called and stuff. So I really enjoy that. And I learn a lot on YouTube of theory and things that I didn't know, even though I was playing all those years. Um, and so, but I try to give you a real practical explanation of how to use those things. It's just what works for me. Hopefully, you're getting some diversity in your YouTube, experience and watching different players and things. I enjoy that a lot myself. You know, I spend time just on my own, you know, watching a lot of these guitarists and the talent and the great teaching that's on this venue. So hopefully that helps. It fits in. It's a little piece of some of the questions that you have wherever you are and you're playing. And just would love to hear from you. And let me know how you do with all this stuff, okay? All right. Talk to you next time.